Guys, I am live again. Decided to sit in a different room for a change of scenery. So the other day I talked about forgiving yourself and how it requires fearlessness because you've got to be willing to let go of what you think is true about yourself. So the same thing applies about forgiving others. In my book, let's see, page 106, I state that the need to forgive is a result in making something or someone else wrong. And that's so true, because if we had no judgment on someone else, if we had no judgment around an event or a circumstance, there would be nothing to forgive. So it's all about, as usual, what's going on in our head, or the perspective we take that has us feeling imprisoned, that we don't have that emotional freedom. So I don't know if you've ever been scammed before, but I have. This isn't the first time. I partnered with somebody that I never should have partnered with, which really had me do some forgiveness work around self-trust, because afterwards I judged myself that I was stupid. I shouldn't never have gotten involved with this person. And I shouldn't have, but I did. And so it was there to teach me a lesson. Anyway, I partnered with this person to lead a retreat that I was really excited about and I thought was going to be successful. A retreat, yoga retreat and meditation retreat in Mexico. And the whole time that I was collaborating with this person and preparing, I had this sense that something wasn't right. There was something that just didn't connect. But I continue to give them the benefit of the doubt and move forward and do it anyway, because I knew, just like anything, it would be a learning experience, and it was. So I get to the retreat and start to lead my yoga sessions and my meditations and little workshops, and I nailed it. I mean, the response was great. It was it was a wonderful experience interacting with the attendees. And this person my sense is they didn't like that I was showing up powerfully, that I was doing it. I sensed some jealousy. Whether it was jealousy or not, I don't know for sure. But beginning from probably the second day, they tried to scare me into telling me that I'm sabotaging the retreat, that everybody's complaining about me. This person was very angry with me and tried to scare me so much to leave. And I was not about to leave this retreat. I was committed to the attendees and I wasn't going to just bolt and be gone. So the whole week was one of the most difficult weeks of my life because I had to deal with this negative energy and this person trying to sabotage everything I was doing. It was horrible. Only to find that, so a piece of this whole thing that didn't fit well is I was supposed to be paid by her. That was our deal. The whole time I was having this sense that I have this feeling that this person is trying to sabotage me so that I leave, so that they don't have to pay me. Sure enough, that's what happened. I didn't get paid. I was angry. It was horrible. This was supposed to be a calm, fun, relaxing yogic experience, and it turned out to be such a challenge for me to just stay grounded and be able to support the attendees. So needless to say, I had lots of judgment over this person, big time. I was angry, I was resentful, and couldn't wait to get home. This person had me in tears, big time. But what an opportunity to practice forgiveness. And that was really hard because I still can't accept that type of behavior, nor do I like it. But what a huge, huge lesson this person gave me. I got to turn my judgments of her and the experience into a lesson. That's what I say in my book as well about, let me see what I say. Fearless living teaches us to turn judgment into learning, therefore leaving no need to forgive. That's the magical part about forgiveness. once take yourself through a process of forgiveness with yourself or someone else, you realize that there really wasn't or isn't anything to forgive, because you've eliminated the judgment and you've shifted it into a new perspective that has you see the whole event or circumstance as a gift, as a life lesson. And boy, did I get a life lesson. I learned more than ever, and I thank this person for showing up in my life to teach me this. I learned to trust myself more than I ever have. I learned not to jump into collaborating with someone that doesn't feel right, and to have a smarter business sense. I learned that there were so many lessons that I learned, and because of it, I'm smarter. I know what to do next time or not do. So I get to be more cautious. And the hardest and the best part of this whole experience, I get to love this person anyway. I really got to notice and become present to the woundedness in this person, and how easy it is to judge that behavior. But now I have a better understanding of who she is, and there's lots of brokenness, and I get to send loving energy back to this person. I have no intention of ever collaborating again with this person, and that's okay. But she's totally forgiven, because there's nothing to forgive. It's only a lesson. It sure is hard to do, especially if you have somebody in your life that you struggle with forgiving and they continue to show up in your life. That's where perhaps that should be my next talk, around putting boundaries in place. Because you don't have to continue to subject yourself to toxic and negative behavior. But forgiveness is always possible, no matter who did what to you. And the more we stand in our self-righteous positions, the more we like to believe that that person isn't forgivable. And that's because it helps protect our heart. It prevents us from being responsible for our thoughts, our words, and our actions. And it holds us prisoner. So forgiveness is so crazy powerful, and it's a daily process, because every time we judge, we're separating ourselves from someone. And the process of forgiveness allows you to see that we're all one energy. We all have the same qualities. Perhaps we're not displaying those qualities that someone else has. And you get to feel compassion for everyone and for yourself. It feels so much better to me to just completely forgive this person, and to stand in that space that there really isn't anything to forgive. And that feels good inside for me too. So I just want to encourage you to notice, who are you most resistant to forgiving, and see what work you might be willing to do around that. Call me. I'll do it. We'll do a complimentary forgiveness session so I can support you through that. Hi, Charlene. And get my book. There's a chapter on forgiveness as well. My book is I Am Fearless, 12 Elements of Fearless Living. All right. Thanks for watching. I forgive you. Hi, Adele. Bye.